1111 Soul Tribe. Welcome on a Friday evening, or yeah, it's evening. It's 5 o'clock. It's evening. Hope you guys are doing well and you've had a fabulous week. I'm here to do some readings. By the way, my name is Darlene. I just have to settle in now. Been rushing around all day and I just have to settle in and catch my breath. So while I wait for you good people to show up, let me come over here and open myself up on this device over here. Device. Hey Derek, good evening. And hey Samina. Oh, that's awesome, Derek. I so appreciate you saying that. Samina, yes, you can. You would be my first free reading. And I do have one, a paid one after you. But 1 second. Let me see. Let me get myself organized here. Hey, Trish. How you doing, hon? Let me put my pinned comment here, because I usually forget to do that. And then... why is that giving me a different... oh, maybe it's just... okay. Let me click on this link and see what happens. Hopefully it'll take me over there to the right place. There we go. Okay, good. It works. Hey, Kay, how you doing, darling? Caracan, back again. Oh, good. Well, gosh, that's a compliment then. Samina just beat you out by seconds, Kay. Samina, that lady who commented right above you in the chat. She just beat you out. Hey, Gary, good evening to you. Happy Friday. Hope you've had a good week. You probably didn't work a whole lot this week with all the rain, did you? Or maybe, I think it's raining down there where you are too. Hey, Mish, how you doing? I love that question. Mish says, hey, Darlene, for your regulars, are you able to help us know what to ask if we don't know? I can help with that. Yeah, sure. Sean's energy toward me, no contact situation. Okay, okay. All right. Hey, Mish, you know, you're here a lot. Would you like to be a moderator? Just asking. Certainly no obligation. Peter, I cannot read what I think is German. Okay, that's sweet. I try to be. Listen, I wish I could give stuff to everybody every time, but, you know, like you've heard me say before, but I would never sleep. Oh, you said yes. Yay. Okay, here, let me give you a little quick tutorial here. It's real simple. First, let me make you moderator. I have to do that on my end. Okay, now the next time you comment again. You should, hey, Jay's here too. Hey, sweetie. So Jay, I'm indoctrinating. Where's my sword? I got swords here everywhere. Yeah, I'm indoctrinating Mish into a moderator. So Mish, make another comment. You should see a little blue wrench by your name like Jay has by his. Are you serious, Kay? Oh, that's so funny. There's another me. Now, Kate, where are you again? Tell me. Sorry, my fault. Are you in New Zealand or Australia? Where are you, Kay? Thank you, Trish. I appreciate you doing that. Hey, Peter, Kibby from New Zealand. Oh, that is too funny. Mish with a wrench. Yeah, I love it. Mish with a wrench. Too funny. Okay, you got your wrench. Okay, so here's the way this works, Mish. My rules: no spamming, no proselytizing of any religion or politics. Those are my biggies, and obviously anything sexually inappropriate. And if somebody wants to flirt and they're keeping it kind of clean, that's okay. But you know, the obvious trolls, they gotta go. So what you do is you just take your finger and you long press their name, and you'll see a box come up, and it will ask you, do you want to put this person in timeout? And you can do that. If you're kind of borderline, you can put them in timeout, and you get to decide how long. Or the bottom one says hide user on this channel. That's equivalent to blocking them, which any of the nasty trolls, we just block them. We don't deal with them. So that's how you do that. Hey, Adia, how are you on this lovely Friday night? And hey, Fred, let me see who else I missed. Michelle, you just missed the free reading slot. I'm sorry to say that went very quickly tonight. Now, good people, yes, 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 awesome. And I did change the information in the chat, pinned at the top of the chat, the link there. So if you guys want to purchase a mini read, those are $11. You have to use PayPal or buy me a coffee link pinned, or it's in the description box also. By the way, did I forget and put the wrong? Let me look at this real quick. I didn't change that one, but it'll work either way. It'll still work. Okay, so that's where we are. Barsanka, thank you. It's the same. All right, all right. Y'all are so sweet. Goodness me. Okay, so Mish, you got it? Any questions about that? Adia, how are you? You popped in and popped out the other night, and I didn't really get a chance to check on, see how you're doing. How's life? How's your love life in particular? Samina, yes, give me about one more minute. I just like to greet people for a couple of minutes, and then we'll get started. But if you post it too early, it'll just get lost, and you'll have to do it again. Hello, Ansard. Am I saying that correctly? And hey, super sweet. Now, wait a minute. Kay, where did you, I missed your comment. I know you probably answered me. Where did you, remind me again, are you in Australia, New Zealand? Where are you? I bet you did answer me. I just, you know, the chat got to go in there. It's Friday night. Oh, here we, no, you didn't. You just talked about you're meeting my doppelganger over there. It's amazing to me how fast this chat moves. Whew. Thank you, Abid, if I'm saying that correctly. Oh, Samina. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm so glad you got here tonight and got your free reading. That's awesome. You've been very patient, and I appreciate you. I really do. Oh, thank you, Samina. Thank you. That's sweet. Well, thank you, Abid. You too. You have a wonderful rest of your evening. Well, it's evening here where I am. All right, I think, because it's crunk over there, is what you say. That chat's just kind of spinning. Reminds me of a gerbil wheel. Hey, Kelly in Indiana. Thank you, Sly Bruster. Appreciate you. Thank you, Jay, for that. Kibby, you've already missed it. Okay, let's see. Now, let's, wait a minute. Did I miss anybody else? Thought I missed somebody. Okay. Let's get started for Samina. Now, would you post your question? And I might need glasses for this. What? Adia? Why? How strange. Just ghosted? God. You know, what is wrong with people? Can you not communicate? Hey, I don't feel like we're a good fit. At least give you something? That's just stupid. It's very immature to me when people do that. Well, Kat, I'm sorry you feel ignored. It's hard to speak to everybody. Kelly, yes it is. It gets like I said, it gets kind of crunk up in here. I ain't even started yet. I wonder, Adia. You wonder? I wonder that too. It crossed my mind. Maybe, well, could be part. Now let's, you know, it's partly. I almost said us. You have to, you know, there's part of you that might be having a hard time too, letting go of that, and it's still in your energy, but I don't know, you seem like you were ready to me. God, you must be putting something out then. And you know what, I don't mean that as a criticism. Hopefully you know me well enough by now. That's not what I mean by that, and you know it. Just... they can sense if there's something still in your energy like that, right? All right. Get myself muted. Oh, hey, Kat. Thank you for your subscription. I appreciate you. I am very well, thank you. Thank you, Brandon. Scotland. Kay, you were teasing me. I knew it was far away over the ocean. Scotland. Okay. You were teasing me, weren't you? Did you ask her if she was as crazy as me, Kay? I appreciate you saying hey. And a bonny good evening to you over there. All right, guys. Oh, Herschel, thank you so much. 35 years plus of meditation is the answer to your question, I think. Poppy, thank you so much for your subscription and for your likes. Yeah, you guys, there's twice as many of you in the chat than has hit that like button. So you guys, please be kind and hit the like button and show your appreciation for me being here on a Friday night. Thank y'all. All right, I guess we will get started. So, Samina. Well, stick around, Poppy. It gets pretty interesting in here. Thank you, Sundance. I appreciate that. All right, Samina, I bet you posted your question and I missed it, so I'm just scrolling back. There we go. I got it. Ashan's energies towards you. Okay. Thank you. All right. Well, we will get started now on this good Friday evening. Hey, Scorpion Playhouse, how are you tonight? I'd love that, Kay. Yeah, I'd love that. And maybe hit the pub in the nighttime. I mean, I know y'all got some good pubs over there, right? Night, Kay. Many blessings to you, sweetie. All right, I'm asking what deck for Samina, please. Oh, Kelly, well, that's fine. Just lend us your beautiful energy tonight. And maybe one night, if you get here immediately when you get your notification, you can get a free one. They just go so quickly. And I'm honored. I'm actually honored. All right, I'm asking for what deck? Here we go. Let's do this one. Can't believe I'm actually doing this 2 nights in a row. Y'all about wore me out last night. And I'm also looking for, wait a minute, I'm going to, Day, if you're here, Day, I have your reading question ready to go. 1 second, y'all. My apologies. I did mean to look that up. Let me double check that and be sure. Was that PayPal? I can't remember, Day. I think it was. Yeah, okay. Right, gotcha. Okay, so we'll leave that open in case I need to look at it. All right, here we go. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Thank you, Mish. Look at you. You're just a pro already. I know, right, Trish? And those long ones, they sap me pretty bad. It's a weird thing because I'm both exhausted and energized at the same time. So, who did that? That's so fun. How'd you do that? Let me see. How'd you do that? I don't know what those little clapping hands were, but I love it. Oh, thank you. They need new lenses, my frames. Thank you, thank you. I dropped them today. I was out getting some plants. Not only did I drop them, I dropped the lenses on a pile of rocks. I mean, good grief. Yeah, so, Trish, I usually have to kind of go and, I don't know, I'll go eat a snack or something and chill for a bit. Anyway, we're going to do Samina's reading now, I promise. Those are bothering me now because they're scratched. Samina, let's ask. Oh, okay. We want to know, and I want to be sure I'm saying that right. Ashan, am I saying that correctly, Samina? Ashan's feelings. Okay. Oh, he's feeling sad. Abandoned, left out in the cold because of some kind of maybe argument you guys had or harsh words. Okay, now. Oh, pardon me. Already tonight. So all of you sweet people that are tuning in now, that free reading slot has gone, but you can purchase a reading, a mini read. They are starting at $11, and the link is in the description box. So, Samina, this, of course you can't see those cards. My bad. As I said, we have the Five of Pentacles. Now, it came out sideways, which kind of means it's they're deciding if they want to come in or not, or, you know, never mind. It means out in the cold. But now we have this Queen of Wands in reverse. Queen of Wands in reverse is not a nice person. She's shallow. She's very self-absorbed. She can be, I'm going to say needy. Like, she wants all the attention on her. She can be very materialistic. So I don't know if that's you or your person, but, you know, we ask how your person feels about you. So don't shoot the messenger. It doesn't make it true. It doesn't make it true. Okay. Now, if that's not you and you know that's not you, Samina, it could be somebody that's influencing your relationship that is represented by this energy. Wow. Wow. Ooh, Samina. Okay. All right. So, as I always have to tell people, tarot gives me the backstory usually before it really answers the question, but I think this is a little of both. So, they're feeling out in the cold about a choice that they made in love. So, I don't know who chose to create this no contact situation, if that was you or them. But look at this. This is how they're feeling. This is anxiety, sleepless nights, worrying about what? About this relationship, that this is what can be the breakup card, or it's the breaking up of some kind of long-term relationship, or it can be disharmony in the home. And that's the truth. And this can be saying, and now someone is feeling rather cold about it. So maybe you can sound off in the chat for me and let me know if this is resonating for you, Samina. Obviously, like you said, you told me it's no contact. But you were, or still are, this is in the upright, wish fulfillment. It does resonate? Okay, good. Just want to be sure I'm on the right track here for you. Now, your person is thinking about coming in. That's the Knight of Pentacles. But he's also thinking about, well, okay. All right. He's thinking about coming in and making you some kind of offer, but he's wondering if you are single. Because he knows you were disappointed in this situation. And there's that Knight of Swords again. Some kind of a fight or argument y'all had. All right, let me get a few more for you. I think it is positive, yes. The fact that he's doing this, yeah. And this card, you know, if that wasn't there and he was running, jumping, and playing in the grassy fields, but that's not what I'm seeing here. And that is the Lover's card. Now, typically I read that as more of a choice, but a choice about love. But, you know, it can literally mean lovers. Aw, thank you, Samina. I appreciate you. Well, you just keep coming back, okay? That's all I want. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. Oh, Samina, you're gonna love this. And I presume you want this person back, or you wouldn't be here asking for a reading. Duh. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Oh, Mish, thank you, thank you. And I haven't forgotten about your question. Let me get through the readings that I'm committed to here. Maybe we can go ahead and tackle that one too for you again tonight. Because, I mean, good questions, Mish. Okay, so, Samina, your person is thinking about working on this relationship, putting work in. That's literally called the Apprentice card. Because I think he sees you as this Queen of Pentacles. So I don't know. This could, you know, I mentioned this Queen of Wands over here. I don't know your situation. I don't really have cards here that talk about a third party, but she would be, the Queen of Wands would be a third party. And I do have a king and 2 queens here in this reading.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Siri, thank you. Never mind.
Okay.
Forgot to take it off. He gets excited. He likes my readings. So the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who is, She's someone you would commit to. She's someone who would commit. She is dependable. She's got her money right. She's nurturing. She's lovely. And then to top it off, you have the Three of Pentacles. This talks about coming together, working together on projects, collaboration. Because he misses you. That's the Six of Cups. It talks about nostalgia and thinking back on fondling on memories of the past. Oh, good, Samina. Spot on. Excellent. And your person is, now I'm not sure if this, somebody here may have felt that things were not really an equal give and take in the relationship in the past. But I'm hearing your person is saying now they want to give equally. Now I'm wanting to give equally. Now this is the fastest moving energy in the tarot. This is one of my cards of communication. So you may well hear from this person. Now I don't want to get your hopes up, but this is a big card of communication. One of my two biggest cards of communication. Well, three. Now, if there was an issue here about this person not wanting to commit to you, you could feel like you're owed an apology about that situation because probably put you both at a crossroads. But underneath those cards now is a King of Pentacles. We have a divine pair, a Queen and King of Pentacles here, saying this King of Pentacles has had an epiphany now. He's been in this time out. He's gotten a new perspective. And if he was playing around over here, he's saying, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to be reckless anymore. Wait a minute. No, I'm not going to go that far down into the deck. Wow, Samina, this looks very, very promising. I'm very excited for you. I presume you want this person back. You said I nailed it. Oh, yes. Yes. All right. Thank you. And thank the tarot deck, right? Awesome. I'm so glad. Thank you. Well, if all of that resonated, then that should mean this coming together is a strong potential for you then. But I do think he really does see your worth now where he might not have before. I love that she's in the upright. Yeah. Now, your person may be a bit of head over heart, though. So I would say just if he comes in, hear him out. Just hear him out. Let's see what he has to say. You know, don't jump his bones. Don't jump his, launch into anything. Just be chill and let him say what he's got to say here. Let him state his case. Okay, Samina, well, that's what I've got for you. Aww. Oh, gosh, that is so very sweet. Thank you. No, you're not indebted to me. No, just say a little prayer for good health and abundance. That's all I ask. And come back. Be a regular here. That would be awesome. We love good people with good energy here in our chat. There you go, Jay. Boy, you are quick study, aren't you? That's right. It does. Sideways cards means not yet decided, transitioning. Well, Brian, yay for that. Congratulations. That's awesome. That's really awesome news. Hey, Evan. Well, love and light back to you, Samina. Thank you. And I'm so glad you got to get here early tonight and got your reading. Now, is Day, who purchased a reading from me last night for tonight, are you in the chat by chance? because I like to do readings when you're here live. And it does say that in the description. You need to be here live. If you're going to purchase the reading, be here in the live. So I have the question. It's just I'm waiting, hoping he's going to be here. Now, since I'm waiting, unless somebody has ordered a reading that I don't know about and I missed any of that, let me go over here. Mish asked some great questions, and we talked about one last night. How did I do that? Oh, yeah, I have to get my other iPad, my old iPad, and pull it up. Well, let's see here. So, Mish is really great at asking super questions that I don't think about, and I love that. And why am I so crooked? I don't know. And this is one of the questions she asked that maybe other people would be interested in. Adia, hey darling. Thank you. Yes, ma'am, I will get to you. All right. First, let's, no, I guess we should do your reading first because it might get crazy busy in here. Then we'll come back to that, Michelle. I know, she's so generous. Update on Anthony's energies. Yeah, you know what? Hang on one second. Let me see how where can I need a bigger table. I just do. I need a bigger table. Here, I'm going to put this here. And then what I may do, okay, here's what we're going to do, Adia. After I pick all the cards up. I'm going to ask, what does he feel like? What are his feelings for you in the 3D? And then what are his feelings for you in the 5D? Because there really is, that's the thing. That's the thing. So I want to know. So we're going to ask, what deck for which, though? This will be 5D. Okay. So we'll use the Arcanum and then the Light Seer for the 3D. Okay, so. Jay, thank you for, I know that gets grueling to repost that so much. Now, here we go. So, Adia, we're going to ask for Anthony's feelings for you in the 3D currently. And then we'll ask what his feelings for you are in the 5D. That's the soul energy. So 3D energies, how does Anthony feel? What are Anthony's true feelings for Adia in the 3D, please? You know, a picture's worth 1,000 words. What have I done? Disappointment. Okay, I'm not calling your person an idiot. I'm saying the idiot on the card is sitting there just meh, and blah, 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 blah. While there's a rainbow right here behind her, she could just turn around and grab it. Just saying. You being metaphorical rainbow. Well, okay. Holy cow. I don't know. Something's going on. Okay, we got the Two of Swords in reverse and the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. This is somebody making a decision or either being so undecided, having been at a crossroads for so long, they're paralyzed. They can't, being at a crossroads is one thing, but some people get frozen there. Now, I'm not sure about that yet, but the fact that both of these are together, I would be, this is, of course, dropping the ball. So this could mean I'm an idiot. I've been sitting here juggling this thing for so long. I've been trying to stay at this crossroads for so long. And there's been so much silence between us because I've been over here in my cave trying to get some divine inspiration. And then we have an epiphany. And then the truth hits. And then the truth hits. This is an epiphany, clarity. Now, I don't know what that is yet. Let me see. Let me ask for a couple more cards over there for you. Competition, conflict, but this is minor. This is minor fighting. It's not a major arcana. What are you telling me? What is this epiphany? Now, another way I could read that is he's had an aha moment that there's competition for you. Let's see. Well, he still finds you attractive. No question about that. He still thinks you're that Queen of Wands. Hot to trot. And I think, I don't know if this is him or you, but I think he feels like this is you walking away. Because you got tired of waiting on his toxic self. I started to say something else. His toxic something else. Because he knows he hasn't been fair to you. All right. All right, all right. Let's get over here and see how he feels in the 5D. All right. Show me how Anthony feels about Adia in the 5D. Please and thank you. I know you are. We still rowing in that boat together, aren't we, Adia? It's about time for mine to wander around again. All right. Show me how Anthony feels about Adia in the 5D, in the soul. That's kind of a weird card to fall there, but yeah, like, I mean, the meaning of this card is you're not single. That could be what he's thinking. But in a 5D situation, I would say it's almost, what I'm feeling is almost like because you belong to him. That's what that feels, just the energy that feels to me like. Okay, I can't read that print. What is it? Ah, yeah. Destiny, uh-huh. Banjo music playing. I hear you. What, no little fiddle? Want a little Wine, want a little wine with that wine? All right, what else for the 5D here? Well, it's not like you haven't given him lots of chances. What else in the 5D, please? What else? How is he feeling in the 5D about Adia? In the soul. Okay, you're going to take on Nate here. Too many, too many. Can you give me just 2 or 3, please? Or 4 or 5. Okay, one more. Yeah, it's so weird too, because when that card fell, that's exactly what I was feeling, but that's not the meaning of that card, and so that's why I resisted saying it, but that's what it feels like. You're mine. I don't care what's going on in 3D, you're mine. Mm-hmm. And yet, oh, I want to shake him. And yet, I can't commit to you. And I heard can't, not won't, which is interesting. So let me see what else. You know, I've got the cup, the 7 of Cups that talks about options, and I got the King of Wands. This talks about, you know, he's kind of my, he's not the Knight of Wands, the player card, but he's one step above it. He's the player grown up. Now he's just got more money and more power. Let's see. Let me see. Those didn't come out, but I kind of felt I needed to give those a nod. They were at the bottom of the deck. What else can you tell me about how Anthony feels about Adia in the 5D, please? He is an angel. No kidding. He absolutely is. Oh, Jay, God, I love you to pieces for saying that. That's right. That's a big reason, the big reason I'm here. Put love and light into the world. Help people. All right. That's a lot, but let's take those. Chicken. Bop, 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 bop. Was that unkind that I said that? Okay. He knows you wanted this happiness, this 10 of Cups, this family, this happily ever after that he did not give to you. This is in the 5D. He also knows that he needs to apologize to you to make things right. At the very least, that you are due an apology. And yet, he's standing his ground. Now, I also feel like this means he knows you would put up a wall. But a third meaning, I think he is afraid. This is him putting up a wall, I'm defending myself. He's just afraid. That's why I did the chicken thing. Yeah, I believe you. Kind of, I know firsthand. And yet he's still looking in, spying on, you know, in the 5D, we're already connected. They can see us. So he is keeping tabs on you, no question, as far as that's concerned. We know that he's deceived you. We know that. But I'm getting the energy of strategy. He may be strategizing because he cannot move on. He cannot move on. And just what you said, he doesn't want you to move on. He's not going to let you move on. I get I'm going to do hook or crook here to keep Adia from moving on. Because he knows you're disappointed. He knows you disappointed him, and that's the truth. And he also feels like you may be turning into this King of Swords where you're just turning a cold heart toward him because he knows you want this, the Ten of Pentacles, stability, something committed, and he's not willing to put in the work. He's not willing to put in the work. But here's the thing, because when I dug a little deeper, he's not willing, yes, he doesn't think he can. He really does. I don't know what it is about your person. He doesn't think he can do it. He doesn't think he can measure up. Now look, Queen of Cups, right below the Queen of Cups is the King of Cups in reverse. Somebody who is unevolved emotionally, who is emotionally unavailable, may drink too much, the whole business. And so that's why he's not coming forward. But he thinks about it often. He wants to, but then he's not. But he wants to, but then he's not. Because he knows he can't give you this. This is the Knight of Cups. He knows that he's, and I say can't because that's what I'm being given, can't. It may be a can't, like I'm not emotionally capable, that kind of can't. Again, because he knows you want stability. He knows you want this King of Pentacles who will commit. And instead, he's this Knight of Wands. In and out, in and out, in and out. So in the 5D, he knows the truth. He totally knows the truth. Now, why? I want to know why can he not? Hang on a minute. I mean, it's one thing to say somebody's emotionally unavailable, but there's always a wound behind that. Hey, Nisha, welcome in tonight. Well, I don't do signs. These are actually personal readings that people have purchased here. So if you'd like one, you may purchase one. They are, my special YouTube price is $11, and that info is pinned in it's pinned in the chat and also in the description box. Well, you're welcome, Adia. You know, I wish I had better news for you, but I want to know that. Why? Let's see if it'll tell us. It may not, but why? Why? Inquiring minds want to know. Why can he not? Jay, you are so sweet and compassionate. Thank you. Because I feel the same way. I glance over and I see these sad stories and I want to help everybody, but it's just one of me. What? Why? What in the blazes? Why not? Can he not? Hey, Ray of Hope. Namaste to you as well. One more. Interesting. I'm getting a very interesting story. Yeah, this goes back to childhood for him. Now, this could, I suspect it's childhood, but it could also be even a previous life. This goes deep with him. All right. So here's the story. There is some kind of a tower moment for him, whether this is childhood or previous lifetime, that has embedded this into him. There was somebody, there was an authority figure. This is probably a father or father figure to him, who embodied the King of Wands. So basically what this is saying is he had a role model. And then there was this Knight of Wands. So the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands, as I said earlier, this is just, he's the grown-up version of this Knight of Wands. Now the King of Wands isn't quite as flighty as the Knight of Wands, and clearly he's got more power and more money. But there was somebody here who, and now I've got all these male figures. So this is significant. Somewhere in his past, and the King of Pentacles in reverse. Somewhere in his past, again, childhood or previous or both, he had role models that taught him that I need to focus on my money, because this king talks about not having money. It talks about not having stability. And if you, hang on, I'm going to quit picking the cards up because I'm getting distracted here. Basically, it's about, just a second. You need to be in control of yourself to the degree that you just in and out. Your business is good, you're attractive, you're strong, you're an entrepreneur maybe. But if you do anything beyond that, if you do anything like if you go so far as to be the King of Pentacles is somebody who would commit. He's the marrying kind, okay? He's the settling down kind. He's the one that you would build a family with, and he's the dependable one. But when you get to that point, these things start happening. This is in reverse, this is in reverse, so it affects your money. And now the Queen of Pentacles, so the King, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles all in the reverse. So it's saying somewhere in there, he got a message imprinted that when you can be the emperor, you can be the authority, you can play around a little bit, and then you can even progress and mature to become this king. But when you get to the point of the king of this king who is the one you'd think would settle down, then it's no, 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 because that's when your money starts going crazy. The King and the Queen of Pentacles, she can be greedy and needy and a taker, basically. And then what? Then you have to start changing. You have to end things and give up things, and then you have to change. And then there's just no love. Then guess what? Then the love goes away. And then all your wishes and dreams are dashed. And it's just a reckless thing to do. Or his role model, who showed him this behavior. And that's when you get your heart broken. Yep. Pretty much, Adia, he never learned how to commit, or he learned to be afraid of commitment because bad things happen when you commit. And very likely it had to do with money, because I got three major cards here that have to do with money. King and a Queen and an Ace of Pentacles, all in the reverse, that have to do with money. It's like somehow he might equate commitment with losing money. Or, you know, pentacles are stability. It's anything earthly in the 3D world. So somewhere back there, he's got a message that, and those also represent stability and nurturing too. Okay, well, that answers that, doesn't it? Yikes. So I don't know what you know about his early childhood, but could have been a grandparent, could have been, I just don't know. Well, shucks. Okay. I'm going to ask one more question of this deck over here, like what his intentions towards you might be. And then I will see if anybody else has ordered a reading. What are Anthony's future intentions toward, we'll just ask intentions. What are Anthony's intentions toward Adia in the near future, please? Now, I doubt seriously he is even aware of that pattern within himself. Most people are not aware of their patterns. I don't know what you can do about it. Again, that was all showing itself in the 5D, and as I just said, I doubt he's even aware that those are triggers for him. But if I'm thinking, you know, what if you knew commitment and therefore money is a trigger for him, I mean, don't talk about it. But I don't get the sense that you pressured him about that necessarily. I mean, that's it. So I don't know that there's anything other than you working on your manifesting and saying, doing your half of the equation, you know. I am lovable, I am trustworthy, I am seen and heard, and my wishes can come true, and you know, all the stuff that you say for your half of the equation. But he's got to do his shadow work. You can't do that for him. We can't fix other people. Yeah, well, okay. The Lovers came out sideways, so it's not decided yet. He does have feelings for you. I don't care what he says. He does. Well, I knew that, Adia. I did know that. So, I mean, again, feels to me like it's very self-imposed on his part. Not that you've done this or caused this. He triggers him on his own self. Is that proper English? Hey, Winehell, don't feel bad, kiddo. She says the same thing to her besties. I know. I'm the tough love friend. Reader, whatever, mom. Let's see, anything else for the potential actions he might take? Whoa. Okay. Well, there's the I'm laughing because we in the 5D deck we had the Emperor in the upright and the King of Pentacles in the reverse. So that information is filtering down. It's saying, hey, you know what? You need to work on this. Now, I asked potential future intentions. He may come in, he may think, he may intend to put the work in and try to boss up and be this emperor. And then this hits, this King of Pentacles again. Now that can talk about money not being good. I don't know. And now let's see. And he may come and tell you, hey, I'm not juggling anymore and I've gotten a new perspective. Because I think right now, I don't know. He may think you would end it because you're so disappointed. But I don't know how you left it with him, what impression you left with him. Is that a message for me, Jay? I agree, Adia. I'm saying that for both of us. Yeah, you make him happy. Do you know what else I just heard? But some people don't think they're worthy of happiness, and so they look for ways to self-sabotage. Not consciously, but subconsciously, they look for ways to self-sabotage. Well, there you go. That seems to be the crux of it too, right there. Yeah, well, okay then. Woo. So you put your boundaries up. All right. Well, you know, this card came out earlier. That's that Nine of Swords. Well, he doesn't like it. He's having anxiety about it. He's thinking about coming back around with this Ace of Pentacles and offering that to you. I mean, Page of Cups. Well, maybe if I come back and I give her this apology and I tell her I'm going to make an offer, but then he knows he can't make you happy because he can't, at least right this minute. I'm not saying forever, but this particular Ten of Cups, and particularly because it's in the reverse in this deck, are people sitting in a rainbow. You can't sit in a rainbow. That's an illusion, right? And so this can be a little of too good to be true, and particularly for me when it's in the reverse. So just beware. If he comes around and does this, you just got to know he's still not healed. He's still not healed. Wow. Yeah. He might not be single either, or unless he's thinking you're not single. I don't know. Yeah. Not quite ready to give you a balanced situation, my dear. Now, you get busy on your affirmations, and you could, do your part to change this. I would work on things like, I am valued, I'm respected, my boundaries are respected, things like that. Sorry, Adia, I wish I could have given you better news, but... Well, yes and no. It's twofold. You have responsibility too, because you think about him still. Let's tell the truth. You still want him, and I admit, we've talked about this before. I understand completely how you feel. So just you thinking about him a lot, that can keep him in your energy from your perspective. It's hard not to, right? But yeah. Did you do a cord cutting? Have you tried that? I know. Okay, good, Adia. That's a start. Because I feel like there's a strong cord still connecting you two. Yeah, I'm just reading the comment. The headset, I just was about to say cutting the cords. Well, I'm sensing if there's something else or anything else I can share for you to do. I don't know what procedure you did to cut the cords, but I use Archangel Michael. But sometimes you have to be vigilant, because even if you're the one cutting the cord and that person doesn't want it cut, they can send it back. Just saying. Thank you, Dark Bunny. I appreciate that. You as well. Yeah, and I think, Adia, that's really the thing. You know, start finding something else to get happy about. You've heard me say that a million times too. Yeah. Okay, I'll check. Mish, thank you so much. Well, the most important thing is that you're trying to move in that direction. And I'd say keep trying. Because it doesn't happen it just doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. Now, I'm told I need to check PayPal. Let me see here. So, did Day ever show up? Day, are you here for me to do your reading? I see nothing. Wait a minute. Yes, I do. Today's the 25th, right? Let me check. Yeah, okay. Okay, let me see, Mish. And did I see another super chat? Hang on, let me just gather. I need to, I've lost my order of things. I'm out of control. Okay, so that's you, Mish. Did I have something else that I missed up here? Let me go back. Yeah, Lena. I missed Lena, didn't I? Okay, so let me do that. I'm still waiting for Day to show up so I can do his readings. All right, so Lena, I don't know the timing of yours, Mish. Let's see. Okay, Mish and Lena. All right. That's the downside of having things all around the place. So, Lena, I'm going to do Mish's first because she's a member, and members get priority, and then I will come back and do your reading. Okay, so Mish says, let's see. Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. Okay, excellent. What deck for Mish on that one? Hey, interesting, okay. I would not have thought of that, but okay. So, hang on. Okay. So, we're asking, what, Mish, I don't know if you want me to ask that out loud or not. Is it okay? Will he ask you out this year? That's pretty general. I don't think you mind if I ask it. We won't say any names here. My deck is talking. 1 minute, please. Okay, that's new. All right, we'll do that. Looks like a yes. Looks like a yes, Mish. Get back over here and catch up here. Well, I'm going to get to your question because no, what I do, since it's your reading, let me answer that question. Mish was asking, because I've made a comment a number of times about, excuse me, tarot being literal, and that I structure my questions very carefully. Now, I can't speak for other readers. I don't know how other readers do it. But for me, I have noticed a difference if I ask a particular question one way versus if in other words, I'm looking for a specific answer, and the more specific my question is, it seems, the more specific my answer is, if that makes sense. Now, I can't say that's 100%, but it certainly does seem to be the trend for me, Mish. I know you asked me that the other day. And also, depends on the reader, because I know you're working on that too. And you'll have to find, it's like a language. This is what I tell my students when I'm teaching them about intuition. It's like a language, and every reader, empath, intuitive, medium, has their own language. Now, yeah, we have common ways that we get information, but you're going to have to figure out which one of those things is going to be the path where you most of the time will get your information. And then it will, and the more you use it, the more you kind of build a dialogue. Also, this is kind of you need to be able to dialogue with your team and talk to your team, because you have a team, even if you're not talking to them yet. Start to build a relationship with them. And now, like when I'm doing, you see me, I said, what deck? Well, that's who I'm talking to. What deck do you want me to use? Because they know what order these cards are in. They know the answer they want to give. And I'm just the vehicle that pulls the cards out here. And so I do think the more specific you can be is better, yes. Sometimes I keep it general, but sometimes also, Mish, and I'm sure well, I don't know if you've experienced this, but you will if you continue to cultivate your intuition. If I see somebody's name, that helps, or especially if I have their real name, not so much with YouTube handles, but if I have their real name, even just a first name, that helps me to connect to their energy stronger and better. That helps me to bring through their message clearer. In other words, it's helping me to plug into their specific band of energy and what's going on with them. So yeah, the more information you have, the more specific you have, I think it narrows down and defines the message, refines the message. So I think that was basically the question you'd ask, I think, but let me know. That was the general question about now we'll get to your reading. Yes, and that's true too. For example, when you see me shuffling and I've been shuffling for a minute and then I say one more, they know what I mean is I'm going to shuffle one more time, and if you don't give me any flyers, that means I am to turn the deck over. In other words, reverse the deck and start shuffling from that direction, because they know what's upright and what's not, what's reversed in the deck. So yes, that is a communication I have with my team, for example. Yes, absolutely. Okay, good question. But you can ask your team to show you. You can also, depending on your personality, you can say, this is how I want. I want you to show me this way, and I want you to show me this way, because you know you will know what that means. For example, when I say, if somebody asks me, because normally I don't just pull one card, but I'm getting better at being okay with that, because I just can't sit here for 30 minutes with every question. So what I do is, you've seen me, okay, I'm going to shuffle. I'm telling my team, I'm going to, which deck, first of all, because they know what I'm going to do. What deck first for that person. Then I say, I'm going to shuffle 3 times, and if it's a yes, and then cut the deck, and if it's a yes, it'll be upright, and if it's a no, it'll be reversed. So yeah, that's kind of an agreement that I'm making with my team of how I want them to give me an answer. So yeah, you just have to talk to your team. So that's how I do it. I don't know about other readers. All right, now back to your question. Okay, let me go back to your, I've got it, see, I got sidetracked there. One question here. Okay. So, to your question, I'm going to say yes. Yes, I think that this is very positive, in fact. Very positive. He sees a potential with you. This is the 10 of Pentacles. This is the everything. This is the dogs, the kids, the picket fence. He does see that potential with you, right? Now, yeah, and he's very curious. I don't usually get curiosity off the Page of Swords, but I do for you tonight. It also means, he's, we call this the spying card, but it just means I want to know what's going on with you. I want to know, what your interests are. What are you doing? All the curious things, right? However, right now, I think he's feeling a little bit of a lack of direction, or it could be procrastination. Procrastination. So you've got 2 pages here, which, it's a little immature. We'd rather have kings here. We would rather have kings here, for sure. But they're not bad cards. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant, which now this speaks to a lot of different things. Let me see what's underneath it. Oh, yeah, okay. Now this can be him, but I think it's like he's speaking about you. That he feels that you're someone who likes things done in a traditional way. That you would be someone, again, who would be willing to commit and be in a committed to relationship with. This speaks of tradition and social approval. And that this could be an equal give and take relationship. That you most likely would not be putting up a wall and see how this, wait, hold on, because this is the deck that has the meanings, and I just don't agree with all of them, so let me see what it says here. Yeah, I don't agree with that one, but this means. Yeah. To me, in the upright, it's somebody standing their ground. In the reverse, it means I'm not doing that. I don't want to fight for something, or I'm putting up a wall to defend myself. In the reverse, it's no, I'm not putting up a wall here. I don't have my walls up. I think he does feel there very likely will be competition for you, though. But he's hoping for a victory. And very likely he wants to pour on the romantic charm. Just saying. So yes, that's a yes to me. Just beware that you are dealing with these pages. They are immature. They're not even knights. They're not kings for sure, but they're not particularly mature. So you might have to raise him up. Just saying. You might have to raise him up. What did I just, okay. You did get the Hierophant on him. Yeah, I think that he could be that traditional person too. I don't think that was just about you. I think that, yeah. In other words, he likes to do things by the books. He likes to do, I don't want to say old-fashioned. That's not what I mean. Just, he likes to do things right. Traditional, yeah. Oh, yes, that's right. He's trying, he is. But back to those pages, that's why his energy is showing up as a page, because, you know, he was a player and all this and that. Well, now he's having to come back and kind of back up and start over at a lower level to get his feet on solid ground and kind of earn his stripes as somebody who is solid, who is willing to commit. So he can't come in here as a king, because that's really not who he is if he's really trying to start over, right? You're saying, I want to know if it will be safe for me. I wasn't looking for this, but it has come my way. Yeah, well, let's ask that. Just see what was here, though. Yeah, he's trying to put those options down. I'll give him that. But he's still procrastinating being, might be a bit moody, still procrastinating giving his heart more fully. That's okay. He's got to learn. He's got to learn, right? Okay, now, is it safe for you? Oh, the 7 of Cups was in the reverse. When it's in the upright, that says you got a lot of options. Looking at your options, but it was in the reverse. All right. We're going to shuffle 3 times. Then we're going to cut the deck. So if it's safe for you, that's a big word. Define safe. Is he going to break your heart? Is he going to hurt you a little bit? That's kind of a sliding scale, isn't it, Mish? Okay, upright for yes. Drum roll, please. Drum roll, please. That's a big fat yes. Good gracious. You may have tamed yourself a player, girl. Of all the cards, right? That's just gonna be his card. My goodness. Yeah. Can't make it up. Yeah, I'm ready to try to learn to give equally. Oh my goodness, Mish. Wow. That's right. And you know, sometimes when we try to do something that we've been in a pattern of doing something else for so long, there may be a little bit of a learning curve, and we may backslide from time to time. But according to the cards, he is really trying, right? He's really trying. So good gracious. I know. You're totally getting the boom. I need to have a mic here just so I can drop it, right? Yeesh. I would never have predicted that in a million years. Goodness me. Aw, that's so sweet. Yeah. Find it endearing, and I can tell he tries to be careful. Well, and that's because obviously he cares about you. That's right. He's trying to do the right thing. And I think Spirit knows I need it. Well, that's right. They do know, don't they? They do know. Oh, goodness. Okay. Did I have another request, or did I miss any? I think not. Is that it, guys? I'm going to have to get my cards organized here a little better. Okay. Now, that's what the cards are saying. Now, remember, these are potentials, so you got to get busy doing your part to bring that energy in. It's out there. It's in the field. It says it's very active and close. You have to do your part. You just got to start manifesting, having positive thoughts about, telling the story like you want it to be. Mish, that's on you now. That's on you. Can't help you with that one. You're very welcome, darling. You're very welcome. Yeah, good question, Trish. Where is Day? His name was David, but he asked me not to say his full name on him, so I won't say his last name. So Day, I wish you would show up here. You're saying you're preparing, so yeah, okay, good. That's awesome, Mish. That's all I ever ask is that people try it. Just give it a whirl. Just try it. And be patient, because you have a lifetime of momentum built up around some negative thoughts and patterns. And so bear that in mind. Now, Abraham Hicks talks about that it only takes 17 seconds of positive thinking and affirmations to start to shift the energy. By the time you get to 64 seconds, you've got serious momentum going. And so it's a lot, the powerful energy, the positive energy is a lot more powerful than the negative thoughts that you've got built up. But you still have to build up some momentum with the positive thoughts to counteract and take care of all that momentum you've had. So just be patient with yourself. Okay, now, Lena, you are next. And yes, I would be so grateful if you would post your question again. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, Mish, that's wonderful. What a gift that is. That's a beautiful gift to be able to be shown those things. Okay, Lena Marcella, here you are. Okay, we will ask Lena. What deck, please, for Lena? Okay, well, it's going to be unusual, but you're very popular tonight. So, we want to ask, what is Lena's Scorpio's true intentions? Okay, he's back on the scene. What are his true intentions, please, toward Lena? Please and thank you. Okay. Thought I heard my computer, but it's off. Got a flipper here. All right. What else, please? Please show me for Lena. I'm the frustrated with your boom cards. You're funny. Okay, this is good. Yeah. Well, let's see. I don't want to speak to son. Thank you, Mish. That's so sweet. I love that. Do they make like a styrofoam one or something I could just use as a prop? That'd be kind of fun. Oh, goodness. All right. Come on. Here we go. Well, let's see. Lena. Yeah. He wants to repeat a cycle with you. Yes, yes. I think this is just the old story, though, Lena, so I'm going to keep pulling cards. I feel like, and I'll tell you what's here, but I feel like it's just because tarot often does that. It gives me the backstory first, so let's look. Somebody who's finally getting clarity, who was overthinking about things, finally getting clarity and has now the strength to come forward and say, I want to repeat a cycle with you. I think we have unfinished business because of this third party. I'm guessing somebody, something, some other person, doesn't have to be romantic, but that interfered in your connection, who played mind games. Presumably your person, yes, played these mind games, was not truthful with you. Yeah. Now he was, sorry, he wanted it his way. I'm just going to leave it at that. He wanted it his way. Now, I think when you confirm for me that that's the backstory and not the future, I'm pretty sure that it is. Oh, good idea, Jay. Good idea. I haven't seen any of you guys use the emojis that I had uploaded for my members. Can y'all not access those? Can you not see them? I don't know how you... Do you just go and download it to your... I don't know how to use those myself, but they are there. But I'm going to have to get a mic drop one now. Aha. Aha. I do see some. There's some. There, I love it. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Well, how did you get them, Adia? Did you have to go and download them to your phone? Or, I mean, how does that work? The relationship is to one side and I'm tired of this. Yeah. Well, that's what this card is saying. He's being manipulated. Well, yeah, mind games. That is manipulation for sure. Okay, and then, so those are automatically loaded in there. Awesome. Thank you, Adia. Appreciate that. Okay, it's just catching up with what you just... Wow, this is pretty interesting. As soon as she said that, it's not, how did you word it? Let me find it again, because it was, Lena said the relationship is one-sided basically, and I'm tired of this. The relationship is not an equal give and take. Tara, again, hey Mish, that's a perfect example of things being literal. I'm reading for the person. Hey Mish, you there? I'm reading for the person, and her comment is the relationship is one-sided, and I'm tired of this. And I get these cards pop out. This represents the Four of Wands as a soulmate relationship, and this is the card of equal or unequal give and take, depending on the situation. So, yeah. Now, I know that's the backstory, but it's not really giving me the answer, Lena, so I'm going to redo this. I just thought you'd think that was interesting how, when I talk about literal, that's one of the examples too. Now, because I feel like I want a different deck for you. But they're saying no. All right, well, let's see. How can we... Let me just ask the question again. Actually, thank you. I heard you. All right, let's try this again for you, Lena. What are your Scorpio's intentions toward you? What are his intentions toward you? Yes, holding on to you. Trying to restore, come back and get a gift that he looked in the face and turned down once. That's the card of disappointment, but in the reverse, it means somebody reconsidering something that they once turned their back on. So that's appropriate because there was deception here. Yes, we know this is more the backstory. Tell me going forward, please, what are his intentions now? So he's trying to hold on and redeem himself, is what it looks like. Excuse me. Now, he either... This talks about isolation, so I don't know if that's him or you. But it can also be, hey, I lost my way, by the way. I lost my way. Yeah, I lost my way. I lost my direction. That's literally 2 cards. Gosh, they are being literal tonight. A lack of direction. I lost my way, so I took some time out. I've had a lack of direction, so I've been procrastinating. Oh, Macon, Georgia. I'm from Albany. That's where I was born, in Albany. So tell me more, please. Confused. He's confused because he's not sure how to come back from this deception. Now, I know we're talking about future, but this is current. This feels current to me. He's confused. I'm not quite sure. I want to make amends for this, but I'm not quite sure how to do that because I've got, whoops, this card right next to it, which speaks of confusion. Oh, cool. Well, I'm so glad I asked that question because y'all taught me how to do that too, Mish. I didn't know. Just for curiosity. Oh, look at them all. Oh, how cool. Yeah, and the 4 on the far left are the ones that that I got to add that are custom. Like that one. There we go. They're so small, though. You can't read it. That says good vibes, but I can't even read it with my glasses on. Cool. All right. Now, Jay, why does yours look big? Well, it's not bigger. Okay. Never mind. So, Lena, I think he's seeing your worth now. He is seeing your worth, and you would be this Queen of Pentacles, meaning someone who's nurturing, who's caring, she's practical, she's a good provider, she's like a working parent, she's someone that would be loyal and committed. Oh, cool. We're going to get a mic drop added. Yeah, Jay-Z's cooler. Well, I think we can all agree on that. He's cool. So what, okay, so this is almost like his feelings. Now I want to know kind of what actions he might take. What are his intentions? Yes. But what kind of actions might he take for you, Lena? And thank you for being patient with all my distractions and over here in the chat. Oh, they're wonderful moderators, aren't they? I'm so lucky. Hey, it's Friday. Well, it starts like Saturday night. It's not Saturday night. It's Friday night. Duh. It depends on how late I have to go tonight. Maybe we could do an after party for my members and mods. All right, come on now. Give me some more, please, for Lena. She's been very patient. All right, one more. Okay. He wants you to see him as this emperor. Now, I'm so glad it's in the upright for you because he talks that this is an authority figure, if I can speak. He's a father figure. You know, he's he talks about leadership and stability. And I think that's how he wants to be seen by you. So that's good. That essentially means bossing up. I'm bossing up because I want to come in out of the cold. Okay. This is good, Lena. I'm liking it. All right. What else, please? If you'd like a reading, guys, for those of you who are just getting here in the chat, please see the description box. There are 2 links there. You can pay with PayPal or Buy Me a Coffee link. They start at $11 for 1 question. And all you have to do is purchase it and then say, I purchased a reading, and I'll verify that, and we're good to go. All right, what else? I'm getting tired of shuffling here. How's about we look at a different deck? Let me get one of these small ones. That one? Nope, this one. Okay. So, what intentions does he have going forward? That's good, Tay. That's good to love yourself. Amen. Okay. Now look at that. Yeah. That was an Ace of Pentacles. Okay, good. Because that popped out earlier, but it showed itself. It didn't pop out, rather. Okay. So here we go, Lena. This is good. He's saying, this is the hangman. The hangman puts himself in this suspension. He ties himself up to a tree and hangs there purposefully with the intention of, I've done something wrong. He committed a crime, and he knows it, and he knows he did wrong, and so he hangs himself here to take a time out to get a new perspective. So he's saying, that's what I've done, because you can see this yellow represents enlightenment around his head. So your person, your Scorpio, has gotten a new become enlightened, gotten a new perspective. And the perspective that has been enlightened is that he wants a passionate new beginning with you. He wants to come in out of the cold. Remember, this card tried to come out earlier. He wants, or did come out earlier. This is saying he's not sure if this is going to be for the long haul, because there's a lot of repair that has to be done to this home. And I'm not talking physically. I mean, to the relationship. This represents a harmony in the home, but in the reverse, it's saying there has been disharmony, obviously, based on your story. There has been a breakup. So he's saying, I see that, I know that, I want to come in out of the cold, and I'm willing to plant the seeds, but I'm hoping this can be for long term. I'm assessing, can we do this for the long term? I want to know, can we do this for the long term? I'm looking at that. I'm trying. I'm making a choice here with you, excuse me, Lena, to come in and make you this offer. Now, the Knight of Pentacles, I always have to tell people, is very slow. So this will require patience on your part. And I think he's going to be communicating that to you. He'll be communicating that, I'm sorry that these plans fell through, and I'm sorry that I broke up our home over this Queen of Wands. And of course that brought bad news to you. And it's just talking about what happened, your past story. That's not future. This tells me he wants to work on it. He's not sure if, this is my only question. In fact, let me clarify that, because I'm getting a weird energy off of the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, okay, there it is. He's saying, I'm not, because this card means somebody looking at the seeds they've planted, but they're looking at it wondering, will this be something I can invest in for the long haul? Will this take me to the end goal, so to speak? And these cards came out sideways, which means they're neither upright or reversed. This is saying I'm at a crossroads. Now that we're talking about future, so in the future, this could be tomorrow or it could be 2 years from now. I don't know. I don't do timing. But at some point, it's going to feel like a crossroads, because he's hoping that you can put down this heavy burden, and this to me represents the past, because this is the burden, these 10 wands that he wants to put down, then reset to this ace. So essentially he's saying, can you get past the past hurt? Can you get beyond the past hurt? Can both of you put that behind you and focus on the long term That's essentially his concern here. But it looks positive. He does want a new beginning with you. That's very good. And he wants to come in out of the cold. Yep. Yeah. Can you get past this hurt? Because there were, there was a lack of clarity, a lack of truth. Yeah, they're just is telling more of that same story. But now, we hope that you're going to be liberated from that burden and now be willing to put in the work. I think this is talking about both of you. Put in the work so that you can both go toward this Nine of Cups, your happiness, and find expansion and nurturing in your relationship. So, I think his intentions are good. It looks to me like they're good if you can put the past behind you. So, Lena, that's the bottom line. Can you put the past behind you? Can both of you put the past behind you? That's really the bottom line here. That's just, I feel like a question in his mind. You're saying he makes me believe he wants this. But he doesn't follow through. I get frustrated because I already told him I can't do this cold, hot act of commitment. I hear you. I'm ready, and he wasn't. It's okay, then let me go. Yeah, I know there's several of us here that have that t-shirt. So, Lena, what I have to say to you is I always have to preach about this. Get busy getting happy. Educate yourself on the law of attraction because you need to tell a different story than that one. If you keep telling the story of he's been hot and cold, he's hot and cold, that's what he's going to continue to be. So he's showing up now. He's saying he wants to do it. Now you do your part. And your part is telling the story like you want it to be because you create with your thoughts. Every thought you think, you're creating a reality. So think the thoughts that create the reality that you want. He is loyal to me. We have put that in the past. We've put those hurts in the past. He does show up for me. He is proving to me every moment of every day that he's loyal to me and that he wants to be here with me. Every day he does more and more to show me how dedicated he is to me. Tell that story. So there. I know you guys are having lots of fun over there in the chat. Well, thank you, Lena. And I always recommend Abraham Hicks. There's tons and tons of videos here on YouTube by Abraham Hicks. And you can just do a search for Abraham Hicks, I don't know, love relationships or something like that. And start learning how to do that and the right way to do that. Because she has a real practical and powerful, I believe, approach and tools. Like it teaches you how to work yourself up the emotional ladder to get what you want. So I highly recommend you spend some time watching some of her videos. And I'm wishing you luck, but you don't need it. If you do this, you don't need it. You got this. You got this, Lena, if you do your homework. You're very welcome. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much, and appreciate your purchasing a reading tonight. Thank you, Lena. Oh goodness, what are we forcing a hand about? What did I miss over here? A wave of white flag. What? Well, I missed y'all. I missed something over there. Thank you. Yeah, Lena, I think you'll get a lot out of it. I feel your energy feels like you're really primed. You're really ready for that information, where some people here, it goes in one ear and out the other. But I feel like you're ready for that. So I think you'll, and guess what? Once you start learning how to do it, it affects everything in your life in a positive way. So get busy getting happy. Yes, and please come back again. We like good people in our chat, don't we? Oh, regarding y'all are funny. Y'all are funny. Okay, good people. Am I up to date? I think I am. I think I am with my readings. Anybody else want to purchase a reading tonight? Yes, Coke Boy, I do. Okay, thanks, Jay. I don't know how y'all keep track of all that and do all this in the chat. I'm just amazed, but thank you. Oh, another one? What? Oh, that was the one I did? I'm confused. Because that all I see is the one from Mish here. And then, of course, I still have to do David's. Did I miss one? Yeah, I didn't, oops. Yeah, there was one from Mish on, what am I doing here? I have to knock my mic off. There was one from Mish on the Buy Me a Coffee. And let me double check on PayPal one more time. Well, she did both. My goodness. So, Mish, you are so generous. Good Lord. Good gracious, Mish. I didn't realize you did both. My gosh, thank you. Thank you, darling. Now, let me come back over here. Now, I don't know where day is, and y'all know I don't like doing readings unless people are here in the chat. So we'll take a vote here. Do I do the reading or do I refund his money? What would you do? Because I like to interact with my people. You know that. Y'all know me. And don't you think, isn't it more engaging for you or not? Would you just yeah, I'd like feedback about that. So you guys, I mean, I know we watch all kind of readings and tarot stuff here and you don't get to engage with those, right? But on a live, do you like to be able to talk to the reader or do you just want me to pull cards and, you know, what are your feelings about that? I want to know. So the love offering, was from Mish? Is that what you're saying, Adia? Because Mish gave me, donated on both platforms. Well, I could do that and just hope he shows up in the future, but I don't know. I kind of feel guilty. It's kind of not comfortable for me, I guess. Okay, thank you. All right, so Adia's saying interaction is good. Anybody else? Oh, who else wants to vote? And you enjoy, Jay likes engagement. Mish likes interaction also. Okay, Kelly. Okay, Kelly, I'm confused. Did you buy a super chat or where is it? I mean, a PayPal or something? Did you do that and I missed it? Help me out here, Kelly. Tell me what's going on. Did I miss it? Which one shows thoughtfulness? To do the reading or to not, or to refund him, Mish? What are you saying? I want to be sure I understand you. Oh, you're saying, I see it. You would say, hold on to it. All right, Kelly, let me look. Thank you. Because they sent me an email. Yeah, unless they didn't, but let's look. I really wish I thought to clean my glasses before I got on here. No. Well, where is it? I mean, it's telling me 4, but where's the... Bear with me. I don't know why it won't. Let's see if I can get my... Here we go. Go to my dashboard. All right. I don't have that from... I don't have anything today on there, Kelly. And let me refresh PayPal while I'm at it. I'm not seeing it. Help me out here, Kelly. And you sent it today? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. I think I know what it is. Did you click something? Okay, wait a minute. Did you pick a different reading other than the $11 reading slot? Or did you go up there and hit the little coffee icons? Which one did you do? Because that probably took you to my website, which would be a different... That's probably why I haven't seen it. So which one did you do? Oh, Mish, well, yeah, I make notes for things like that. I have a note right here with his name and the question he asked and when he was going to be here. I got all that. And I'll just ask next time I go live. But, you know, he knew when he was scheduling it, because I made a point to be sure you put that date in the thing. So maybe he thought I would just do the reading. I don't know. I believe that's in the description, though, that you have to be here. So anyway. Okay, Kelly, I bet I know what it... Oh, you did the little coffee icons at the top? Well, I'm glad we're having this talk, because if there's a problem there, I need to know it, don't I? All right, so you didn't do the box that says, because I've got options for other readings there. You went to the top and did the coffee, and you did this today. That's upsetting me. Not at you, darling. No, I'm just confused about why it's not showing up. Go figure. Let me refresh that one more time. And let me go, all right, let's try here maybe. It went to this one. And Kelly, this was today, right? That is a mystery. It's not there either. Well, let me see. Okay, I see where Kelsey bought a coffee yesterday. That was yesterday, though. Kelsey, are you Kelly or Kelsey? You're Kelly, right? Yeah, it's just not showing up. Let me double check. It's not in some other folder, but nope. Well, if something is awry here, I can, one of the reasons I like to use these platforms is because if something comes up, I can actually refund through these, whereas the YouTube supers, these super chats, I cannot refund those if something happens, but these I can. I don't know what happened to it, Kelly. It's not here. But we'll give it, maybe it'll show up tomorrow or something. Because the difference that I'm trying to, because just doing the site building in my mind, the other ones connect to my website where those come straight through. If you do the little coffee icons, that comes through Buy Me a Coffee. If you click on the box, that takes you to a link on my website. You wouldn't know that, but the back URL for it is different, and so that's why I said maybe that's what happened. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I will do my best to figure that out tomorrow. However, all that being said, Kelly, tell me what your question is. Let's get your reading done. And I'm sorry. I'll see what I can do to figure that out, because that's definitely not. But and you did it today, right? Just so I know when I'm looking for it, what date. Because that's rather troubling. Just doesn't vanish into thin air, you know. Well, amen to that, Jay. And yes, Gary, so true. Okay, so Kelly, I'm waiting for Kelly to type her question. She will be, we'll get her. And then I am supposed to look at PayPal. Okay, Emily is here. All righty, thank you, Emily. Thank you so much. Let me see. Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Emily. Okay, thanks, Kelly. And apologies for the snafu. I said I don't know what went on, but maybe it just will show up tomorrow. You never know about those things. Okay, anyway, what deck? I'm feeling maybe this one for you. So the question is, did Jonathan get your message? What should be your next move? And it was today. Okay. Hey, let me ask you one more. Kelly, are you in the United States? I'm wondering if that has anything to do with it. As I'm trying to troubleshoot this. Good question, Adia. Let's see, I'm doing Kelly's and Emily's, so I can probably do one, maybe more, or let's see, how long have I been here? One or two more after that. Okay, did Jonathan get your message? All right, I'm going to shuffle 3 times, and we're going to cut for a yes or no. Upright is yes. Reverse is no. This is no. This says no, 2 of wands. But, now interesting, does he drink a bit? Because right under the no, and then I've got this one, and of all the decks, this is my one that is really overindulging in that picture. And unless there was a third party, and it could mean that, or it could mean both. So, keep that in mind. Now we're going to ask, what should your next move be? Texting, all right. texting. This deck still? Yes? Okay. Well, show me. What should Kelly's next move be? Please and thank you. What should Kelly's next move be? All right, come on now. One more. Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking, Adia. If nobody wants another one after Emily, we'll wrap it up and do an after party. You didn't get to come to the last one. Well, he thinks it's over. Kelly? Yeah, he thinks it's over. The world isn't ending, and he's feeling very unhappy. So, I mean, he's got feelings for you for sure, but then you're in the reverse here. That's the short version. See if anything else wants to come out, but that's what it looks like. Okay, we'll do it, Adia. What are we taking screenshots about? What am I missing over here? You guys? This looks good. Let me shuffle one more time to see if anything else wants to come out, then I'll ask. Oh, look how he's feeling. He's sad. Look at that. Oh, goodness. He's sad because he thinks you don't love him, but he does. He's got feelings here. Oh, my. He thinks you're being defensive. Okay, let's ask. Let's ask, Kelly. Well, you've been here tonight. You've been hearing me talk about law of attraction. Is it? What is your belief about it? Is your belief that he feels that way? So change that thought. Oh, he knows it's worth it. He knows it. He wants to fight for this relationship. He wants to show up for this relationship. All right, let's see what we want to ask. Should you reach out? That's what we're going to ask. Okay, 3 shuffles. 3 shuffles, and then upright for yes, reverse for no. Should she reach? Oh, that's an interesting cut. Okay, hang on, because it was like 2. And they're both no. What? Okay, some storyline here, Kelly. So when I cut the deck, I don't know if that was on camera or not. It kind of went like 3 cuts, like it went a cut and then dropped a piece. Anyway, so I took them both. They're both in reverse, which would indicate a no. But I'm looking at the cards because it tells a story. That's why I don't just look at the card. I also look like what's behind that. Why? Why is it a no? Why is this person not coming forward? Why are you not supposed to come forward? That's basically the Knight of Pentacles saying go forward, but in the reverse, nada. No, not moving. Because somebody here is feeling or would feel very defensive. Because this is a relatively new deck, and I'm connecting with the artwork here. So, water represents emotions to me in these. And this star, look at all this reminds me of like fireflies at night. I don't really know what it is, what the artist intended, but it doesn't matter. Like, and when you look at that at night, they're just so beautiful and mesmerizing, and they're hard to catch, number one. And look, she's pouring out these emotions, and this is a card of hope and healing. Let me be clear. This is a card of hope and healing. And I feel like hope and healing, hope that you can heal these emotions. Well, there was a lot of conflict here. And I think you're curious. Yes, you're curious. I'm putting this from your perspective because you asked the question if you should call him or contact him. Now, if this isn't resonating, then maybe you need to flip it. I think somebody here felt like either this could have been somebody's money wasn't good, or their family situation wasn't good. I mean, if you were like in a long-term relationship, this could be a breakup. I mean, it could just be that simple. Somebody here might have wanted too much attention. This is the card of fame and recognition, but it's also the card of a victory. A victory after an ending where somebody was deceptive. And I could go on. Yeah, there was no solid offer. Somebody didn't want to work on it. There was no clarity. There was mind games. I mean, yeah, no reconciliation. So that's that cut. And then this one talks about death in the reverse. To me, is somebody who doesn't want to change. Now, I don't know if this is you or your person. Somebody does not want to change you. Resisting change, resisting transformation. And I think the simple truth is they don't know, either they don't know how to balance things, they don't know how to give fairly, or they just know they didn't and they probably might not do it again. But this is unfair. These are things that are unjust. And I feel like the unjust part was toward you. Now, I don't know who did what. We didn't discuss that. But I feel like it might have been toward you. That maybe you wanted this nurturing and expansion and you didn't get it. And so I think Spirit's saying to be strong. Just be strong right now. Be strong. And that's a very unusual reading to happen that way. Now what's at the bottom here? Yeah, but there's love. I mean, I don't know if this is you or him or both of you. I don't really know. But I think he would, I think that message here is if you called him, he would still be defensive. Saying, well, just wasn't the right time for us, I guess. Or, you know, so what? Plans fall through. I think there's more healing that needs to happen here in this situation before both of you can put this down. It's a very heavy burden. There was a lot of hurt here, a lot of unhappiness. So I think this is just saying give it more time. Let's make it shorter. The concise answer, I would not recommend it. Give it more time. That's the short version. Let me see if you commented over here an hour ago while I've been rattling on. Well, somebody does it, and I got the feeling that it was him. I got the feeling that that was him, not you. So you'll kind of have to apply that where it fits. I know you're missing him. But see, somebody just wanted too much attention, I think. The Six of Wands is somebody who comes in. The story behind this card. This was a warrior who went off to war, whatever, fought battles, didn't come home with the rest of the troops. Everybody had kind of given him up for dead. And then 6 months later, one day, he rides into town. Victory after a very long battle. But look at the smug expression on this guy's face. You know, that's why readers will have so many decks of cards. We get different messages from the different decks. Look at how smug his face is. I don't know. I just don't get a good energy. Like, it's all about winning, right? In the end. I don't like that energy there. I've never even noticed that face on this card, but tonight I did. Anyway, did I miss something here? Jordy, you commenting about that face? Yeah, that could be. Yep. Yeah, much like when modern warriors, modern soldiers go off to war, when they come back, they'll forever change. They don't fit in, do they? That's a good analogy, Jordan. I presume that's what you were talking about here. Well, Kelly, I know, but I don't have cards that tell you not to, but I'm a big proponent in if you want this person, leave the door open, right? But get about your life. Don't sit there in your chair facing the door waiting for him to walk through it. Get on with your life. A lot of time relationships they feel, especially the stronger their bond, the more they'll feel your energy when you leave. When you turn your energy away from them and you start pushing forward and getting on with your life, they'll feel that tug. It's much like rubber bands. The psychic cords are like rubber bands. And usually when you do that and you say, okay, I'm going to forget about him now and I'm going to get on with my life, but I'll leave the door open. That's when they feel it. And I'm not suggesting that you do that for that reason. I'm suggesting you get on with your life, period. Because that's what is good for you. Anyway, I hope that helps. I hope that helps, Kelly. I'm just shaking my head because there's just so many of us hoping that one person comes back, and goodness me, we should form a club. I know, Kelly. Well, there's your homework. There's your homework. Start affirming, I do have clarity. Isn't it wonderful to have clarity and know where I stand in this relationship? I'm so so abundant. I have abundance in so many things, and clarity is one of them. I see clearly now. I see exactly where I need to go, what I need to do, who I need to do it with. I thank you, good Lord, for giving me clarity in every moment. I love how Spirit's always laying the path in front of me so I can see clearly when I'm going. Get on that rampage of changing your thinking about it, because right now it says I don't have him, I don't have clarity, I don't have this. You got all the don'ts, and you can't get what you want from the I don't have it. You're just going to keep manifesting more of I don't have it. So you're going to have to get over here in the I do have it camp and start telling that story. That's how you shift the energy. Yep, that's your homework. All I can say is that's your homework. Okay, Emily. Emily is next. Where are you, Miss Emily? Oh, thank you, Alanis. I think, well, I do exercise regularly. I think because I have been a lifelong meditator. Well, not lifelong, but I've been meditating over 35 years, and I really think that makes a difference. So, Emily, where are you, darling? Where is Emily? Where is Emily? Sound off in the chat for me, please, Emily. Let me know you're here and what is your question tonight for your reading. Emily, because you didn't post a question. I didn't see a question in the, was it PayPal? I think you paid through PayPal. Emily, where are you? Beautiful Emily. Let me get my glasses on, be sure. My smudge glasses. Let me look one more time. Yes, Emily Jane. Yep, I don't see a question there, so Emily, if you're in the chat. You're welcome, Kelly. You're welcome, my pleasure. Sorry it couldn't be more positive for you. All right, Emily. Where's Emily? Where is Emily? Thank you, Kunwai. Kunwal. Told you I need to clean my glasses. Okay, Miss Emily. Come on, wherever you are. Come out, wherever you are. No, right? Batter up, exactly. I don't think it could have just been a thank you donation, but she didn't, because she didn't leave any message with it, I suppose, but I don't know. There was no message. So Emily. Adia, you're on your sniper's nest tonight. Well, Kelly, I think that might be the lesson for you in this, because this is offering a lesson. Every challenge offers a lesson. And the lesson here might be for you to decide and not wait on him to tell you what you're doing. You make a decision. You make a choice. Just saying. Yes, I think that's what we have to assume, isn't it, Jord? All right. So I've got Day. Did Day ever show up? David, did you ever show up? Were you here by chance? David, are you here, or Emily? David or Emily? Sound off in the chat, please. I don't think you did either. I mean, I didn't see anybody. His name was David, so I don't remember what his handle was in the... I don't think it was David. I think it was something else, but, you know. I think he would have spoken up. He seemed quite, you know, smart enough to know what was going on there. I haven't seen a David. Me either. Hey, Nita. Ooh, Kaiser from Liverpool. Wow, warm welcome to you. Hello, Rain. Good evening to you. And Cornelius, a warm welcome. There's Emily. There she is. Yay. Okay, Emily. You're going to make me give that speech again, aren't you? You're going to make me do it. Well, Emily, I have to say, before I pull cards for you, it really is a matter of not looking to things outside of us to make us happy. If we're looking for, you know, that job or that house or that person, you know, those things will make us happy for a little while, but they're not lasting. Lasting happiness comes from inside you. It's an inside job. It's your job to make you happy. No one else's job to make you happy. So we can go through life as victims, blaming other people on our unhappiness. You can do that. It's a choice. Most people do. Most people live life as victims. Everybody does things to me. Why can't they just behave so I can be happy? Why can't they just do what I want them to do so I can be happy? So, and I'm not accusing you of this, Emily. I'm just letting you know this is the dynamic of the law of attraction and manifestation. That's what I talk about a lot here on this channel. So, the first thing you've got to do is not to be a victim, and understand that you have the power to make you happy. No one else does. No one. Nothing. No amount of money. There are a lot of rich people in the world that are unhappy. So you have to decide that you have the power to make you happy. And then you have to find something, some little thing even. It could be anything. I was talking last night about, for me, when I need to pick me up, I have a certain playlist that I've cultivated on my, my iTunes, and it's called my Feel Good playlist, and I play that. Or, maybe I'll watch a YouTube video, whatever. But anyway, I'll go out in my garden and garden. By the way, I need to just about repot that plant right there. This is my little money plant that keeps me company here when I do readings for you guys. Isn't that pretty? Anyway, so you have to decide that happiness is yours to give and yours to take away. And how other people act, that's on them. But you decide how you're going to react to that. Because, people are just going to be jerks sometimes, aren't they? That's life. But you can decide, well, okay, that person was a jerk, but I'm not going to let that affect me. That's a decision. That's a choice. Also, when and I sense that you've got some patterns going on about people disappointing you. And I'm not even looking at the chat, so I will in a minute in case you're commenting. I think you've got a pattern going on about that, about disappointment. And so I recommend you look back. I'm sure this started for you in childhood. Somebody disappointed you, and you made the decision as a child that that's what life looks like, that people disappoint you. And so what you're doing is you're creating more and more of that in your outside circumstances, because that's a belief that you have in your subconscious. And since you're a powerful creator, you keep duplicating that, not intentionally, of course, but it keeps happening over and over again. That's my sense. Now, let me see if I'm plugging in here. And I am going to pull some cards about Joe for you. Yes, Emily, I was just trying to focus on what I was saying as opposed to looking at the chat. Yes, I am now going back through and seeing your comments. But my answer to that first part is what I just said to you. How can I find more joy in my life and more love in my life? You have to give that to yourself. It's not about finding it out there outside of you. It's about creating it. It's about deciding, today I'm going to find something to be happy about. Start your day. This is something I've done for years. This got me out of my dark night of the soul. I started looking for anything, no matter how small, to feel good and grateful. So you can start with gratitude. Thank you, God, that I have another day on this planet. When I open my eyes in the morning, that's the first thing I do is I start going through gratitude list. Thank you, God, for giving me another day on this planet. Thank you, God, that my kids are all safe and sound and doing well in the life. Thank you, God, that I have a healthy, strong body. Thank you, God, that I have this lovely little home over my head. Thank you that I have a car to drive. Thank you that I have a little money in the bank to get me by, and I can put food on my table. Thank you, God, that I have friends that care about me. Start focus. Now, gratitude really helps to raise your vibration. So that's a simple step that you can do that can shift your energy, that can bring more love and joy in your life. Because you will attract more to you. Wherever you are, whatever your vibration is resonating at, is what you're going to get more of. So if you're in a sad or depressed, you're going to attract that more of that. If you're in a level vibrating at a frequency of gratitude, you're going to attract more things to be grateful for. And then from there you can move on into love and happiness and joy. So good question. Oh, Kelly, don't say that. Thank you, Gaming. All right, now that I've gone off on you, doing my little thing I do, we're going to ask about you and Joe. So you want to have the situation with Joe, and you're saying, and Brett, so my son, and I can feel more love and peace. Joe. We want to ask then about Emily and Joe. Okay. What deck, please, for Emily and Joe? Okay. This one? No, the big one. All right. Hey, Chris. How you doing? What are you doing? Let's see, Friday, you play golf today? Did you play golf today? Yeah, you're missing him. I see that. I see that. Oh, goodness me. These cards are popping out here. Let's see. All right. that great, Kelly, that we have such a great chat? Everybody's so supportive. All right, so we're asking for Emily and Joe. Emily and Joe. I mean, I think this is just talking about your situation. Let me move some of these cards. I got too many here. Yeah, this is just telling me the story. Yeah, you're missing Joe, obviously. Now, you do have two kings here. Now, you mentioned your son, so this could be one of there's no gender in tarot, Emily, so don't get hung up on that. But I've got a King of Wands, a King of Cups, and you're holding on here. You're holding on. And this could just be saying, this is, you know, you are focusing on the qualities of these kings. It could just be one person. I don't mean to get off track here. It basically just means you still have passion and love for this person. And you're holding on to them. So tell me what Emily can do. Besides, go and watch Abraham Hicks videos about law of attraction. Go do that. That's your homework. That's your homework, Emily, and what you can do to change your vibration. What else can Emily do to heal this situation with Joe? Well, let's see. Okay. Yeah. Nothing's moving. You want collaboration, yeah. Show me, please, what going forward can Emily do? We know the story. What going forward? Oh, Jord, thank you. That's so very sweet. I don't know if you're talking to me or somebody in the chat, but it's a sweet, sweet comment. Yeah, well, somebody here needs to learn their lesson, and this could be both of you. This could be saying you need to own what's yours, which is just what I was talking about. Maybe you've got abandonment issues, and maybe he's got attachment issues, and until you address those within yourself, you're going to push each other away. So you've got to learn your lesson here, and this is saying whatever lesson has needed to be learned has not been yet. What can Emily do going forward? That may be the answer. Because it's interesting, this card is right, this is the student card, and in the reverse, that's why I made that statement about not learning. There's some lesson here that hasn't been learned. And it's right underneath this family card. The family, this is also a card of nostalgia, missing somebody from your past, thinking about memories from the past, not being able to let go of memories from the past. Hey, Blue Dot, how are you tonight? Well, somebody here, very possibly, I don't know if this was Joe or you, but I'm thinking maybe Joe, was not willing to put the work in, or is not. And so that's one of the things. Somebody needs to put in the work, right? Somebody needs to put the work in. It's not one, relationships are not one-sided. Both people have to do the work, right? Now, because that's under the King of Wands represents action. Taking action. He's the entrepreneur. He's He's the action king. He wants to get things done. He's a charmer. He's an entrepreneur. So that could be saying, of the two of you, oh, interesting. And now we have a third king. A lot of people here in this relationship. So these could be family, people, I don't know. Let me see, what did you say? Very interesting. The chat started filling with narcissists. He really hurt me and my son. Yep, I feel it. Now this card, interesting you wrote that comment just as this card was coming out. This guy would be a narcissist. I mean, they kind of are. Well, yeah, these are in the upright. But the King of Swords, he is very cutting. He's even vindictive. He's an excellent communicator, but when he's in the reverse, this is saying he can really tear you apart with his words, and he's very cold. And so it's falling right underneath this king. Again, I'm not speaking about gender, and I don't read body parts. So this could be you, this could be your son. I don't know who's who here in this picture. But because of what you just told me, I'm inclined to think this would be Joe and this would be your son because of what you just said. Tell me about this Four of Pentacles, please. Thank you. Yeah, well, you're holding on tight to him. This is the Miser card. See how she's gripping that bag of money? You're holding on tight to him because he made you happy. But there's all this remorse and regret around this relationship right now. And why is this not moving forward? Why is this Knight of Pentacles in reverse, please? Why is this Knight of Pentacles here? Well, that's an understatement. That's sweet, Nita. Thank you for saying that. Yeah. Well, this is obvious. I was laughing because it's obvious. This is not moving forward because the plans fell through, or somebody wanted to make different plans, or they didn't. There was something about somebody's ships didn't come in here. Plans falling through, ships not coming into the harbor, so to speak. And there was no expansion. There was no nurturing even. And then the relationship broke up. And then you put a wall up. You, them, they. Well, it's still not answering the question. So let me put these back and see if I can. I mean, we know the situation, but honestly, Emily, this is really the answer to the question, because people are in our lives, and if you don't hear anything else I tell you tonight, listen to this piece, okay? Especially our romantic relationships, but any close relationships, but all relationships ultimately are in our lives to show us where we need to heal. and where we are healed. So what is the core issue here that this is triggering for you? Is it abandonment? Is it I'm not good enough? Is it not seen and heard? I'm not valued. I'm not loved. Get to that core issue, because that's the issue that needs to be healed, the lesson that you need to learn about. So whatever those feelings are, the core issue, that's when you turn it around and you start talking the opposite. You're telling the opposite story. I am loved. I am supported. I am surrounded by people that love me and support me. Those kind of thoughts, as opposed to, I feel abandoned in this situation. I feel betrayed. I feel hurt. All of those things that you're saying, you're creating more of that. So you need to switch the story. You need to find out what wound it is in you that it's triggering. So that's what you need to do. That's the answer to your question tonight, is what wound, multiple wounds probably. It most of the time goes back to your childhood. Maybe you had a parent or father that abandoned you, or for some reason made you feel like you weren't good enough, and so, or maybe they didn't give you any attention. Maybe you had an older brother. They gave all the attention to the older brother, so you didn't feel like you were worth anything, right? Well, apparently I'm not lovable because they're not giving me any attention. It could be something like that. And so as a child, that imprints on you, and then you begin living it. You attract that to you as an adult so that you can heal it. So you cannot fix him. It's not about fixing him. You do not have the right to fix anyone else, nor can you fix anyone else. You can only fix yourself. So you need to focus on the lesson that you can fix, your wound that is needing to be healed here. And I would venture to say, and your son's wound, because everybody that's involved in this situation has a part to play in this. So, anyway. Hey, Curty, how are you tonight? Oh, goodness, that's not good. Oh, goodness, Scorpio Nene Queen, your birthday is also the 11th? Oh, goodness, that's awesome. Ooh, we are something. I was just looking back. Emily, I was looking back to see if you had commented. Then I missed a comment, maybe. So, Emily, I'm not picking on you, honey. I hope you know that. I'm trying to empower you. I'm trying to let you know that you have the power to shift this energy. And when you shift the wounds, when you heal the wounds within yourself and you shift that energy, that's when the mirror outside of you changes. That's when people start coming to show you your worth and show you that you are valued and show you that you are lovable. That mirror changes. Now, I don't know if it will be Joe or not. If you did this work enough, it would be eventually in some form or fashion. But this is Spirit saying there's some lesson here that you have not learned yet. I think it's both of you. It's not just you. And that's what you need to focus on here. Focus on, can't talk, to heal. You need to heal this for you. You're not trying to do this to bring him back. You're doing this because you need to heal. And then when you heal, things can shift. That really is the answer, Emily. Let me see what you said here. Well, we go through those spells, don't we, Emily, where we just feel stuck. I do know. I have noticed for myself, a lot of that has to do, and I'd never really paid a whole lot of attention to astrology, but I do now. for me, a lot of times I'm affected a lot by the moon cycles, particularly the new and the full moon, especially the full moon. I know going into 2 or 3 days around a full moon, I don't sleep and I start getting emotional because, I mean, come on, think about it. The moon actually pulls the tides on our planet. It's that powerful. It's about emotions because water represents emotions. And we're, what, 70-80% water? So, of course, it affects us. So, anyway, I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not saying necessarily for you, but maybe it is. Anyway, we all go through those down moments. So, I do understand. And it's not easy. But like I said to everybody here tonight, find something that gives you happiness and just milk it. Just keep milking it. Keep milking it. And go over there and start watching some Abraham Hicks videos and you'll learn more about the law of attraction. But this is your homework here. There's something about this wound, and I think it has to do with abandonment and not feeling worthy enough is what I'm feeling. And again, I think it comes from your childhood. There you go. I just felt like sharing that, and now I know that's why, because, yep, you too. I'm also affected deeply by the moon. This last moon is bringing still, more pain again. Yep. I totally understand. It's what happens. And the more sensitive you are, like empaths and those kind of people, it affects us. So, yeah. But I'm going to wish you a whole lot of luck. I'm saying prayers for you. I just keep hearing loudly that if you can work on this, this is what we call shadow work. If you can work on this, what this wound is for you, and just focus on you. Don't worry about your son. You can't do that work for him. You can share it. You can share what this is about. You can share, hey, and by the way, maybe you could look at what this is creating for you. I don't know how old he is, but that's really where the magic's going to be for you. Because I just feel like you've got a real deep, I think it's abandonment and not feeling worthy of love issue going on there. Anyway, thank you so much, Emily. I so appreciate you buying a reading from me tonight, and I'm wishing you tons of love. I'm so sorry. I know that hurts, especially because it's not just you, it's your son too. That's harder. That's way harder. So I'm sending you lots of love. So sorry. Yes, I love you guys. Look how positive you're being here. That's right. I love how y'all are supporting her. That's awesome. Oh, Emily, you're very welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here, and I hope you'll come back and join us again. We have a good group here. I guess you can see that. For the most part, we get some trolls in here, but they don't stay long. Good people in here. Yes, thank you. And I forget to mention, guys, every time I forget, I do have memberships if anybody's interested. There are special perks, and there is a link somewhere in the description box. You can go and check that out. It won't show up if you're an Apple. If you're on an Apple phone or iPad, it only shows up on computers or Androids. Yes, YouTube is working on it, but I do have special perks. Got 2 levels of membership right now. One is Soul Tribe members, and the second one is Soul Tribe family. And the Soul Tribe family membership is the one where you get, we're going to do members only live chats, and we do behind the curtains there. I've got some videos for that, and then also members only videos. So anyway, just thought I'd throw that out there because I forget to mention it. And I do private readings, so if you guys are interested, if you know, some people don't want to air their business here in the public forum, so I do have private readings available. You can find me at those links, also at darlene.info. Can't be easier than that, I don't think. All right, family, I think that's everybody, right, guys? Oh, and there's Curty. Oh. Okay, now I got to get glasses on. Hang on a minute, I can't read that. Oh, I see. Yeah, I can see your question better now that I have my glasses on, Curty. Sorry. Let's ask. Oh, goodness, I certainly hope not. I certainly hope not. What deck? For that? No? Yes or no? Nope. Okay. Okay. Apple just opened it up in the Google or Safari. Oh, that's a great tip, Jay. I didn't know that. Awesome. Thank you. So on Apple, you just open it up in the Google or Safari. In other words, open it up in the browser. Yeah. Okay. That makes perfect sense. Yep. Okay. Well, Curty, did you just hear that conversation we were just having about the full moon? We have a full moon coming up this weekend. Now, I can't remember, is it this one or the next one that's the Scorpio full moon? Because that's when a lot of emotions will be coming up. That Scorpios are about depth and intensity. And so in that effect, you don't have to be a Scorpio to be affected by that. So, Curty, that might be part of the situation that's happening. But let me ask the question for you. So we want to know if there has been any black magic or spells on prints. That's what I want. I couldn't. Oh, that print. Why do they make that print smaller than the regular print? I do not know. Okay. Let me focus here now. So we weren't asking. No, not yet. Hold on a minute. All right, let me do this first. Okay, 3 shuffles. Is there a spell on prints? Did somebody put a black magic spell or some kind of spell on prints? 3 shuffles. Upright for yes. Reverse for no. No. No, but this speaks of communication, lack of communication, lack of movement. Obviously. Obviously, since you're no contact. But that's a no. But you know what I'm feeling though, Curty? There is somebody in his ear, so to speak. I don't know if you know what that saying means. I mean, I know you speak English, but I don't know if that's kind of a local saying. When we say somebody's in someone's ear, it means somebody's influencing them. Somebody's, either it's kind of like how you would feel like if somebody was gossiping. Their intention is to influence the situation in some way that benefits them. And that's the sense I'm getting about him, that somebody's in his ear influencing him. Now that's different because there's all these different things. When you talk about black magic and spells, spells can be as simple as somebody that cuts you off in traffic and curses you. But I know that's not what you're referring to. You're referring to something different, something more. And a true spell or a curse is when somebody uses rituals and has intent to influence or harm another person. That's what I think you're really asking about. And I don't feel that's the case here. And the card actually said that, but I was tuning into it before I pulled the card. Okay? You're saying, yes, I'm right? So there is someone in his ear is what you're saying, yeah. And you know, some people are just a whole lot more susceptible to that than others. Some people are just, I'm not calling your person weak, but I'm saying some people are weak in that way, particularly if it's like a close family member or a parent or a brother or sister. Those are people we inherently trust, and sometimes it's not in our best interest. I'm not saying your person's necessarily weak, but it could be the person that's in their ear is influencing them because of the position they hold in their life, is what I'm trying to say. That's what it feels to me like. Nita, how very sweet of you, and thank you. I hope you'll come back. Just, okay, here, I was waiting for your comment. Yep, that could be it. Yep, that could be it. Because when I ask and I cut the deck, I get the Hierophant. This is somebody who, this used to be called the Pope. He's the High Priest. It's someone who, I mean, yes, it represents tradition. It can represent marriage and all kinds of things, but it can be somebody you go to for advice. Someone like you would go to a priest or someone of influence that you think you trust because of their position. Let me put it that way. You trust them. Yeah, so that could be, yeah, and it's interesting. The Hierophant, and there's a Queen of Wands right behind that. So, yep, that's probably the person you're thinking about. It's probably who you're thinking about, Curty. Ah, she's a married woman. Well, there you go. There you go. Tarot does not lie. Only bad readers, but no bad tarot. I don't know why I just made that up. So there's really nothing you can do about that, Curty. I don't want you spending a whole lot of your emotions, because there's not much you can do about that other than what we've already talked about, which is being start, you know, what we talked about already in our session. Just get positive, telling the story like you want it to be, not how all the fears and all the things about what she's telling him, what she's doing this. No. Tell the story about, I'm the one he wants. I'm the one he listens to. I'm the wise one. I'm the one that's seen and heard. Tell that story. That makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get a sense of that either. What, you know, why he's listening to her, but let's see, what time is it? 8 o'clock ish. Well, let's ask, is she having bad intentions toward Curty's person? Well, I'm not going to see bad intentions, but it's a bit on the reckless side for sure. Bit on the reckless and irresponsible side. That's not really the same, is it? It's more, to me, it feels like selfish. More selfish than bad intentions. She's got some kind of agenda that she wants to come to pass, and I don't know what that is, but it does, like, I would be worried if I got a different, there are several other cards that would indicate that she had bad intentions. That's not necessarily bad intentions. No, that's just being reckless and irresponsible. You mean feelings, like romantic feelings for him? For her? Well, I remember your reading and it said no, but let's ask. No. No, but I think there's something about this particular woman that he doesn't feel strong around her. He can't resist. It's like he can't. I don't know what it is about this person, but he can't resist her. Now, I don't mean that like he can't resist her charms or her sexuality. That's not what I mean. There's just something, again, maybe she has some position in his life where he just can't say no to her somehow. Yeah, that's what that feels like. That's what that, yeah. Well, that's 112 questions now, isn't it, Curty? I hope not. You are responsible for that. Stop thinking that or you're going to manifest it. You need to stop thinking about those negative thoughts. Start thinking, I'm the only one he wants. He's missing me. He's coming back. I'm the only one he can think about. He wants me. He's missing me. He wants forever with me. He wants to put our marriage back together. Yes. He loves me. He's devoted to me. That's the thoughts that you need to be having. So you need to, get some momentum built in that direction. Oh, Emily, Jane, and George, y'all are sweethearts. Bless you. Thank you. And sending those blessings back to you as well. Thank you both. That's right, Charles. That's right. Manifestation is real. Visualize the win. That's what I mean by telling the story like you want it to be. Close your eyes. Get yourself in a meditative state. Start feeling from within you. What does it feel like to have him sitting next to you? What words do you want him to say? Well, visualize, hear, his voice. Hear him saying those words to you. Oh, sweetheart, I missed you so much. I couldn't bear to be away from you. All I want to do is be near you. I love you so much, and I want us to ever be apart again. I really can only think about you. You're the only woman I ever think about. What are those things that you want him to say to you? That's where you need to be putting your energy and your focus and envisioning that. What does it feel? How do you feel? Close your eyes. When you hear him saying those words, how does it feel inside of you? That's the feeling you need to carry around now to make it happen. White Wolf, the cards are simply tools to help me tune into energies to give people answers to questions they're struggling with. That's another thing too, isn't it, Jordan? That's right. We're all right where we're... and we can't be anywhere else. So we might as well just accept where we are and start from here, right? Well, Charles, maybe you need some new friends. Curty, I hope that helps, honey, because I don't know what else to tell you than that. I feel like you're better than this. You're better than this. I don't want you to be a victim. I want you to know that you have the power, and I'm trying to empower you by giving you these ideas and suggestions so that you can change the energy in this situation. I sincerely want you to do that and learn how to do it. Once you learn how to do this, it's really magic. You think it's magic. It's really not. It's just all physics, but it is. Okay, good people. I think that is it for me tonight. Now, speaking to my moderators, is Adia still here? Do you guys want to have an after party? To my members, who else is here besides you, Jay? Did everybody else leave? Mish does. Okay, we got Mish. All right. Kelly, do you want to, you're a member? L3. Well, I'm wrapping up for the evening, L3. Adia is here. So everybody, well, we don't have to make it a long one. We don't have to make it a long one. We just hang out till, you know, for a little while. Okay, awesome. Well, let's do that then. Yes, I know that, Jay, and I talked about this the other night. I don't think you were here that night. Moderators are not necessarily members, and members are not necessarily moderators. However, for my members who are moderators, it's just something I can do for you guys to say thank you. So that's why I'm offering it. It's not a perk. It's not a perk in your membership. But I'd really, you know, like to do a little something for you guys because you do so much for me. I know, I was noticing that too, Adia, exactly. But all of you are tonight. So let's after party. How about that? Well, thank you. I think, I try to give back, Anthea, because, you know, what you give away is going to come back tenfold. So I do know that. Okay, guys. Well, I think I've done all the readings. Woohoo! Yeah, I know it, right? So here's the deal. I'm going to say a very good evening to everybody. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you to everybody who purchased a reading. Many blessings to all of you. To my mods and my members, give me, you know, I don't know, 5-10 minutes. Let me, I want to go downstairs and get in my kitchen a little bit more comfortable down there. Pour a libation, and we'll join each other here in about 5-10 minutes. So just look out for your notifications, because I'll put it on there for all members. Okay? All right, guys. See you shortly at the after party. So see, if you guys were members, I'm just saying, if you're not a member, you could be hanging out with us drinking a libation. All right, guys. Now, if you sign up and you're a member before I hit that go tonight, you could join us. All right, guys. Love y'all. See you soon. See you guys and mods very soon. All right. Good night, y'all.